Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, here back with Phoenix Trials of the Justice. We are now going to see this second witness who was outside the bank and saw, apparently, I'm assuming, the culprit just stealing a car and running over a person over. That's gonna be fun, and they're probably gonna be the witness who actually saw them going to the stunt stadium. So, we'll only find out. Court is now back in session. Has the new witness been prepared, Mr. Hawk? She has, Your Honor, sir. The prosecution would like to ask the next witness to take the stand. I wonder who it is. Witness, please tell us your name and occupation. Well, shucks, no need to ask twice, Mr. Prosecutor. God. Just got up from a nap and agreed with such kindness. Wait a moment, I know you. Miss Lotta Hare? Yeah. Oh, close but no cigar, Judge. Name's Lotta Hart, freelance photographer and soon-to-be world-renowned. I reckon you don't forget that. Yes, it's not the first time we met here in court. Hey, just look at this here, Prosecutor. You ain't getting mad at me or something fierce. I like you already, Mr. Blacksuit. You're welcome. And I miss you too, Judgy Boo. You're alright in my book. Oh, such flattery. It's always good to have well-behaved witnesses for a change, and you're gonna start insulting me, are you, Lotta? And then there's the defense attorney over there. You look nice enough to get along with. I like that blue suit that always makes me cry after every... What are you doing here? Hi, Lotta. Long time no see? Long time my eye? Well, you ought to be the defense attorney for this here trial because fate loves you. I thought I was gonna have a nice relaxed day till you showed up. Nice to see you too, Miss Hart. Yep, I kind of figured we up against Lotta. Yeah, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I did too. Miss Hart, can you please... Oh, hush your puppies for a minute. Okay, can you stand trying to vet my frustrations here? This is not a therapy session. What's the matter with you? What did you do to her, Mr. Wright? Apparently get to the bottom of the truth, okay? Don't blame me. I had nothing to do with her bad attitude. God. Silence in the court? Well, what was that whole polite witness thing you were bringing up before? Eat those words. Mr. Wright, I should give you a penalty for disrupting the trial like this. That's her fault. It's always my fault. Anyway, Miss Hart, you were following the suspect on the day of the crime, correct? Yeah, I did. I was trying to get a rare scoop on Dee Dee. What kind of rare scoop? I was hanging around the back area of Stunt Stadium when I saw someone come out of the door. It was Dee Dee I reckon I saw. Someone with the costume on? Or did you literally see her just put the helmet on and go? Alright then, can you please give us your testimony on what you did? Ah, fine. I'll tell you what happened. Stop glaring at me. I didn't do anything. You breathed. You blinked again. Following Dee Dee. I was wandering around the back of Stunt Stadium thinking about how to get my next big scoop. All of a sudden, Dee Dee comes out the back door. I had to do some following and see where Dee Dee was heading. Wait, so you were just... Where? In the middle of a stunt show and you're loitering around the Stunt Stadium? Get a ticket, you. Presumably a black stage ticket so you can get bankrupt and be in debt. I entered a bank and saw Dee Dee inside, holding a gun up at the bank teller. I took a whole bunch of pictures. Got a superstar in the act of robbery. Oh, wait. Hold on. Was this picture yours? Yeah, I think it was. Ah. The suspect came from the stadium, that it had to have been Dee Dee. Oh, that's right. Another person came out that back door. Very well. Mr. Wright, let's have that cross-examination. You swipe that face off you. I'm kind of afraid to. She looks like she wants to bite my head off. Well, I'm just poison your own heads that way. She'd be dissuaded from doing so. She wants to eat my gosh dang head off like one chomp. She's gonna poison herself. Wandering around the back at Stunt Stadium thinking how to get my next big scoop. Big scoop of ice cream. So you're loitering in the back area of the stadium, waiting for a scoop? Hey now, don't get smart with me! weren't anywhere else to do my thinking. You go to the stunt stadium a lot for thinking? I mean, I haven't been inside, but, well, you know, it'd be too easy to find a story then. I thought that'd be the point of all journalism then. She was a gun kicked out for being a nuisance. Oh my god. Didi comes out the back door. You saw the defendant come out the back door? Yes, that's what I just said. Yes, I did. Weren't anyone else that came out, and I know a star when I see one. Are you sure? They could just be shining too bright for you to be seen. He was even wearing a costume helmet. The white helmet. The suspect must have wanted to take a chance being seen, even when exiting the stadium. But even wearing the costume, people would notice the defendant leaving, wouldn't they? Yes, and even again, why would you make yourself... God. It was actually a busy show that was being put on that day. People backstage must not notice Didi leaving at all because of all the running around. Yeah, that must have been it. So then... Oh my god. Such use to follow and see where Didi was headed. Why did you decide to follow the suspect? What is this? Did you even need to ask? Yes, because they were just walking. He was taking a stroll with a gun in hand, and you don't expect me to follow? That was a scoop written all over it! Oh. I don't know if it's worth following someone if they have a gun in their hand. Yeah, wait, also, doesn't it mean they had it in their hands the entire time? I mean, if they had the bag in their hand... I would just, like put the gun in the bag so no one, like, sees me walking around with it first. Or wait, for publicity, Hawk's gonna say it's goddamn gosh dang publicity. Carrying gun around. How's it going, sir? Pew pew. Don't worry about it. This is not real. And they start running away screaming. Yeah, so I got in my car and decided to slowly drive to Didi. That's very subtle. The suspect noticed you at all in the vehicle? Well, I'm not too sure. Of course, Didi doesn't wear the helmet, so maybe not. I ended up at the bank and saw Didi inside holding up a gun as the bank teller. Yeah. So you saw Didi holding a pistol at the teller? Heck yeah, I did! It was a scary sight. That poor teller was shaking something awful. I don't know what the hell, but pictures had to be taken. Rare scoops like this don't happen often. For the sake of art, yay. Bet she would rather take a picture of the baby in a carriage while it's rolling down a hill. Real nice, Lotta. Well, the scene was playing out. It's only natural I'd be in a picture-taking frenzy. Oh, did you ruin all your photos? Took a whole bunch of pictures and caught the superstar in the act of robbery. The SSDD. Okay. You took a lot of pictures. Yep, I was firing my camera off like there was no tomorrow, let me tell ya. And seeing a robbery in broad daylight doesn't happen too often in this town. How much does this happen? That is true. All the trials I presided over always end up being murder cases. At least there's a little variety to this one. A tiny bit. You don't hear me complaining. Well, Lotta's testimony pretty much tells us that she saw Didi at the bank. Well, then we need to prove she didn't see Dara. Easier said than done, Maya. Lotta's convinced she saw Didi. We can always make contradictions to somewhere else and see what happens from there. Then that might be your only option. Guess to pave the road before us so we can drive ahead. That's one put it. While I'm at the bank at Stunt Stadium thinking about how to get my next big scoop. Didi comes to the back door, following to see where Didi was headed. Ended up at the bank and saw Didi inside holding a gun at the bank teller. Took a whole bunch of pictures and caught the superstar in the act of robbery. That's all of it? Doesn't seem there's anything contradictory speaking right there. Like, what was it? Let me just let the line go because I'm it looks nice, okay? So after everything, hit with a vehicle, died to bullet force trauma for hitting head and pavement. Key, crime scene photo of victim, script, paycheck. Picture Didi post magician's press check. The costume Dara wears for every show, white helmet missing. Yeah. Map at any bank area, press check to view map. Assuming the car that's right in front of the entrance is yours. So, Photograph submitted as evidence by prosecutor Hawk. It was your picture holding a bag, gun was in their hand, out of view, and your SUV! The car was stone used to kill the victim. Transmission doesn't seem to work right. I think they would notice if, them following you. Well, you following them, I should say. Model gun, not a real weapon, was used to hold up a bank teller. And that's everything. Wandering in the back, at Stunt Stadium thinking about how to get my next big scoop. All of a sudden, Dee Dee comes out the back door. I decided to do some following and see where Dee Dee was heading. I ended up at the bank and saw Dee Dee inside holding a gun up at the bank teller. I took a whole bunch of pictures and caught the superstar in the act of robbery. Well, there's not really any contradictions here per se, because it's like, you took a bunch of pictures, okay, well, here's one of the pictures you took right here, so if you have more, then yeah. And the whole thing about enter the bank and decide when you're gonna tell her, Gumshoe said that, are you gonna say, like, did you not see the detective inside there or not? Oh, don't tell me this is one of those things where you press everything again just to get something new. That's gonna be stupid. Okay, doing some snooping around, apparently it's a weird situation where, it's not a contradiction, but, we just gotta present something, so, oh, it's true you might be taking more pictures, but, we only got one, that's, yeah, it should've been like a press thing and all that. Hold on a darn 2 minute! I gotta tell you right now, I did not dare to lie in my testimony. Yes, you didn't, and I'm still kind of a bit annoyed about that. Honestly, with you, a gal can't catch a break in this here courthouse. Can you please not get ahead of me? I just want to ask you why you gave the court only one photo as evidence. That's not a contradiction, that seems like more of a press and ask question. Ha! What do you mean there? I get to prosecute my roll film, so you should have all the pictures I took. But just a moment ago, you told the court you took a bunch of pictures. The prosecution only had one to show. That's not a contradiction. Mr. Hawk, you're not withholding evidence in the court, are you? Absolutely not, sir. I personally looked through the whole roll of film the witness gave us. This picture was the only one that had relevance to the crime. Say what? But I took a whole lot. I mean... So what happened? Why'd you only have this one picture to give? Hang on a sec, let me think here. Ah! What's wrong? Well, yeah, you see, I kind of forgot. At the time, I ran out of film while I was snapping away. Yay. Ran out of film? Yeah, you see, seeing digging the bank like that had me going. So I snapped at pictures like that, realizing that I meant to use the whole roll. How can you... Wait, that whole... Just on the door going into the bank was the very last picture, and the rest are just, oh yes, gun and act, this is the crime that's going on. The rest of the pictures are just like, here's a picture of a trash can, oh look, here's some flowers, and some other miscellaneous things. You mean tell us you were taking pictures without realizing you used up a whole roll of film? Yes, that's the size of it. I get like that sometimes, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to go off like that. Well, I suppose all can be forgiven. If you couldn't, Miss Hart, please give me your testimony. Yeah, sure. Sorry about that. Dee Dee's exit. Still annoyed about that. That there robbery Dee Dee came with the bank. Then Dee Dee went to steal my car to try and get away. I heard a loud noise and I saw that the victim was lying dead. With that, Dee Dee drove off and that detective came out of the bank. Sounds the size of it. So Dee Dee escaped with her vehicle. Wreck course. I can't believe Dee Dee would go off and do that to the poor little old me. That's quite sad. Yeah. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be gentle. She suffered a lot. Just her car? I wish you took my feelings into consideration. Well, apparently you don't matter. That there robbery, Dee Dee came out of the bank. As in all of them, the most noteworthy thing is steal car, but also I heard a loud noise and saw the victim was lying dead. You saw the victim on the ground. Yeah, I saw her ways down from the bank. Ain't that first time I seen a dead body, so I wasn't too shocked. You also said you heard a noise. Yeah, I heard it real loud and such. It was a bang if I ever heard one. A bang? Yeah, a gunshot. Dee Dee must have took the gunshot of the victim and made escape with my dear old SUV, gunned model. Sounds like something is wrong here. I wonder what. I've been pointed out to Lotta before she could use with a testimony. Yeah. Sorry, Lotta, but what you just said contradicts with this piece of evidence. Yeah. Gun. You couldn't have heard the gunshot because the gun isn't real. Like your face! Okay. What? What do you mean? The gun that was used at the bank is actually a fake. It's a model that was given to Dee Dee. For real? Yes, the gun is a replica, nothing more. It can't fire bullets or anything like that from it. Cannot fire rubber bullets, though. No. Okay. That can't be. I heard a genuine gunshot. I know I did. Maybe Dee Dee had a spare pistol and handed shot the victim. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Well, I hate to break it to you again, Lotta, but that doesn't happen either. You said that, but I don't think you hate to. The victim was not shot to death, and this proves it. The victim was not shot to death because Lotta, the victim wasn't shot. She died of blunt force trauma after getting hit by your SUV. Say what? Wait, so you didn't see it going on? Indeed. She had died after she was hit by the vehicle. Her head hit the sidewalk pavement. But that don't make sense. Are you sure about that? Luckily, it doesn't make sense, Miss Hart. Well, I heard a gunshot. A bang! Okay. I thought a gun went off. I know it did. Does this model gun shoot up party poppers? Order? That's enough? Miss Hart, you better come clean here. Your testimony has contradicted the facts of the evidence just presented. I don't maybe have to be liar, or well, you're a lot of liar, okay. I only told you what I heard. Don't yell at me, please. It was the defense. Point your aggravation at them. I should get a mirror. Did the judge just throw me under the bus there? Yes. I had a gunshot. I know I did. I think people would just listen. Why are you so certain you had a gun fired? It's already explained that the gun isn't real. Listen, soldier boy. I keep telling you, I ain't lying. Don't yell at me. The defense said you were wrong. You know, I hate you. Why is it so easy for them to put the blame on us? Because we're us, apparently. You think they'd have more class than that? Yeah, that means everyone here is not fancy enough for the fancy pants for party going on later. This matter with the gunshot sound does raise some suspicion. Could there have been something at the scene of the crime to make such a noise? I hardly think so. We've been over this several times in court. The gun isn't real. The witness must be mistaken on what she heard. But I know I heard it. Mr. Wright? Oh, you want me to answer? Yes, Your Honor? What do you make of the situation? Will the witness be confused, or do you think she's right about the gunshot? That's a good question. Lotta's been dead set on telling us she heard a shot. But as far as we know, wasn't any other gun found at the scene. Lotta's mistaken, think about it. She's pretty vocal about the gunshot, so that means must have going... There was a noise that she heard. Think about it, show evidence... I think we got something. Oh, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer? I think I do, Your Honor. There has to be some evidence that help us prove Lotta heard something else and not a gun. Gotta go with a wild guess in this one. I think what the witness heard was not a gun, but this. And what other thing can cause noise? Something about a bad transition. Transition. What Lotta actually heard at the crime scene was this. My car? How do you not know what your car sounds like? So a vehicle can make firing noises? Yeah, it's shot. Literally. Hang on a sec there. The only thing I know a car makes is a honk or a crash. Do you not know how to drive your own car? Not familiar with it? And I know my car didn't do any of these that day. That's well, bang. Actually, it just very well might have, Lotta. What do you mean? Today, we learned some information about your car. Yes, we snooped around it. Don't worry about it. It's amazing the suspect even got the car to start. The transmission was kind of on the fritz and it was hard to get moving. The transmission? Yeah, the car actually needs work done, pal. When you try and start the car, it makes loud noise and such. Your car was making loud noises when it was started by the suspect. Could one of those noises sound like, say, a gunshot? Prosecutor Hawk, what do you make of this? Well, that's where the noise came from. Yes, I believe that's where that sound originated from, the faulty transmission. We had trouble getting the car to the police station to check on it. When one of the officers tried to start it, it made a loud popping sound. So the pop sound was the gunshot the witness heard. Why is that? How about that? Don't just beat all. I guess I gotta go to the shop and get my car checked. How have you not heard this? Or are you just too busy getting your scoop to not worry about it? Gosh. Well, that solves one riddle. My next question is, how did you not know, like, besides, your car was stolen, that, a car ran over someone?
Objection!
Hang on, we may have found where the sound came from. Something doesn't seem right, but the car did make the sound. What's not right about that?
Objection!
What more is there to figure out? We already deduced what the sound was. What else do we need to know? Your face. Yeah, there's no secret no more. Oh my god, why are you stuttering? Let's just let this go for now, huh? You sound very weird about this. Lana's getting nervous. Is she hiding something? To act now, we'll never find out what she's keeping from us. The truth will be lost forever. Lana, can you tell us what happened at the time you heard your SUV pop, like a soda can? What are you talking about? Dee stole my car and drove off. Yeah, I guess it's true, but yeah. The witness has no reason to lie here. That's exactly what happened. Dee drove back to the stadium where the SUV was found. I'm not saying that the witness is lying at all. I have reason to believe that she's hiding something from us about that moment. What's your reason, then? Miss Hart thought that the victim was shot, correct? And that she heard a gunshot. The big question here is, why did she think this? Yeah. Why she thought this? The witness was outside the bank and saw the suspect drive off. So how could she have not seen how the victim was killed? Yeah. Ah, I see. Lada, you missed the most crucial moment of this case. How is it that you were able to miss something so important? Yeah. Witness, this is true. The victim was killed not too far away from you. You were right there at the crime scene, after all. Well, you see... Yes, go on. Faster, you! Okay, you got me. When Didi rushed out the bank, well... Spit it out. Didi rushed out the bank and knocked into me. There, you happy? Knocked into you? I burned out the film, I was putting a new roll in my camera and wasn't paying attention. Then Didi showed up, we collided and I was knocked onto the ground. I was kind of flabbergasted, didn't want to mention it. Seems kind of very inconsequential, but sounds just like you. So the defendant ran into you? Why didn't you tell us this? I wasn't too sure I was supposed to. I mean, Mr. Prosecutor didn't exactly tell me to. You never told me this detail at all. That's the quandary of the hair. You did. I wouldn't hide the fact from the court. Still, what does this mean exactly? Well, Lana and suspect knocked into one another. As she was knocked to the ground, Lana must have felt disoriented. That's a good reason why she didn't see exactly how the victim died. The suspect didn't simply just get away, they ran into an inconvenience. This also tells us where the gun was at the crime scene. Oh, so when they collided, they dropped the gun. Oh, that makes sense. It wasn't simply dropped. It fell in the defendant's hand due to the impact with the witness. Well, just like I mentioned before, the gun is a fake, so they probably have most of their grip onto the bag of moolah. It's more important, apparently. $500 out of 1,000, apparently. Like, this is the money I stole from the bank. I want to keep this and hold on to it because, oh, this is going to remind me of the time I actually robbed a bank for the first time in my life. You gotta keep those trophies and memories with you, Don't spend it, just keep with you. This is important information we simply can't overlook. Witness, you will give us testimony regarding your collision with the suspect. Oh, alright, if you say so. Alright, we managed to squeeze in their testimony out of Lada. I just hope we find something buried deep within it. Yeah, like we always do, Bumping into Didi. I was filming my camera when Didi comes out of the bank. I look up and a second later, Didi crashes right into me. I fell down on my keister and heard a faint sound. I heard a bang, which I thought was a gun, but it turned out to be my SUV. Thank you for summarizing that. Didi drove away and that's all that happened. That's all what happened. Well, you just, discombobulated into the ground and the whole time you were just... Wait. Did you leave the keys in your car? Because if you didn't, then... They must have had a heck of a time to hotwire it and leave. And I'm pretty sure that'd been quite enough time for you to get up, brush yourself off, look around it. Oh, look, there's my car driving away and hitting a person. So you're sure that's all what happened? Yep, I don't think I'm missing anything important, so that's all I have to say. That's what someone who has something to hide would have to say. Actually, I'm curious what this other sound you heard. What was it? Another popping noise? Not too sure. I know it weren't no gunshot. It was a bit jarring when I fell down, so I couldn't really tell what it was. I wasn't really in the right state of mind to focus, you know? So that's other sound, huh? Let's focus on the most important details instead of a small sound. You say that, but now the sounds really important. You know, sounds really important, that little small sound. Mr. Wright, how about that cross-examination? The camera Dee Dee comes to the bank. You were putting a roll in, and then you got collided. I look at him a second later, Dee crashed right into me. And you fell down. Well, I'm assuming you fell down. Or just like... Yeah, there's no other way. I fell down on my keister and heard a faint sound. Okay, faint sound. What was this noise you heard? I'm not really too sure. See, I was in kind of a daze after getting knocked down. I was trying to get up and regain my bearings. It's a good thing you weren't hurt too bad. Golly, thanks a bunch, Your Honor. You're honestly the first person to worry about me after I was knocked down. Wow, the police. They really are heartful. Oh, well, you're welcome, I suppose. Well, if you could please continue your testimony. Sure thing, Gramps. Then I heard a bang, which I thought was a gun, but it turned out to be my SUV. So, you're not gonna... Okay, so you want us to ignore the small sound you... So now you realize it was your car that made the noise. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been meaning to get her fixed up, but still preoccupied with Dee Dee and all. Of course, that Mr. Prosecutor there can help spare some change for repair. Yes, I swear to God, if you push this onto me, Mr. Hawk, I'll hate you even more. The prosecutor's office is not a charity house, Miss Hart. Oh, buzzers. Maybe you can help me out, Mr. Wright, old buddy. You insulted me the very first second you laid eyes upon me. No, go away. I'm having money troubles at the moment, so no can do. I paid for a lot of tickets. Witness, stop asking for handouts and continue your testimony. Don't beat that beat all. Y'all could be trying to be a little more hospitable for Jeebus sakes. Hospitable. Hospitable from what you've done, okay. Drive away, that's all that happened. That's all that happened. That's all you remember pertaining to Dee Dee? Pretty much. Dee knocked me down to the ground and I was in a bit of a daze. You ever seen the defendant drive away in your vehicle? Well, kinda. It was something like that when you got up and saw the victim dead in the ground, you just saw your SUV flying off in the distance to the sunset. Then crashing into the clouds above. I mean, I was a bit fizzled up when I was knocked to the ground. Yeah, Lila didn't even know what made the bang noise. So she was probably a bit disoriented when she fell to the ground. So, what was it? A small sound to be something that was nearby, but a different sound in the car because the couple was not getting into the car and starting it up yet. So Lila was knocked to the ground by Dee Dee. That's what it sounds like so far. I have a feeling we need to dig deeper into this, though. Yeah, you wish it could be simpler with Lala's testimony. It never will be simple. Unfortunately, simple and Lala don't seem to go together. Not like fine mixtures in the cooking restaurant. Okay, I think this is the only thing we haven't touched on. Filming with your camera? I was putting a new roll film in since I wasted all the rest. Okay, so you're holding on to it when you fell down, okay. I don't take any pictures of just an empty camera. So you weren't paying attention to what was happening inside the bank? Nah, not really. Why, something happened? Well, you missed Gumshoe's fumble the bank heist. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything. Oh god, this is turning another thing. Okay, so we actually should try to maybe figure out what this small sound was? Heard a faint sound, like nothing else is going on. This is gonna be one of the cases of like presenting like what we think the sound is. You were holding your camera. Could the sound be like a faint click of it? Like there's this photo. You were like, you know, putting a new roll film in. Maybe that? Well, I guess, not the photo, but I think that, it's sound. So you want to point to the judge. Fiddling with my camera. Fiddling with my camera. I do think that the sound is there, but this is turning into the whole last testimony bit again, and Like a second later, Dee Dee crashes right into me, fell on my keister and heard a faint sound. Heard a bang, which I thought was a gun, but turned on my SUV. Did I actually not press this? realized that was your car that made a noise. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean to get it fixed up. I was preoccupied by TV and all. Okay, yeah, it was the same thing. We pressed everything, so yeah, we're good. So we had to figure out what the noise is. Everything else seems to be cut and dry. Flip the camera. Look up a second later, crashes right into you. Makes sense. Fell down my keystone, heard a faint sound. That sound is the only thing that the only thing we don't know. Heard a bang, which I thought was a gun. Turned my SUV. SUV mystery is all solid up and ready to go. Digger drove away, and that's all that happened. Nothing else. So this sound is the only thing we need help figure out. If it's not the camera, then what else could it be? Oh, please don't tell me this is another thing where just like it's the last testimony and like one of the smaller issues with because I record all over again. Present something where doesn't seem like you need to present something because there's no contradiction. Oh boy, oh boy. But I think I'm running out of time, so I'll figure this out next time. I'm just figuring this out. You ran into him, fell down. You didn't see the car go off, so literally I think it is the camera, but maybe not presenting it right. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe it is. But we don't have anything else resembling your camera except for a photo, so I'll have to do some good old-fashioned maneuvering around that subject. So, I guess we'll see what happens then. So, have a fun time watching as I am playing this. Hope to see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.